Welcome back to Starsector. JC here. And you find us in you find us deep in Imperium space. This is their capital world. But I dropped off here to grab some fuel and stuff, because we've got to go and get someone back. Yeah, the kidnapped researcher back. Yeah, it's probably just going to be a case of, here you go, pay money, get person out. I am now having a check, and I'll do that. Get the improved fertilizers for the improved farmland. Need to have a look. Mining. Use up the last 4 and do that. Queue that up. And we can't do that because we don't have data banks. But that's the last, within reason. Base game stuff is here. Then you're into improvements. That's a really good one. Unless you find something. If you find a certain item, this thing is amazing. Find a mantle boring machine. This one's the best one to go for, because you get, on top of the items benefits, you get +6, but without it you get a -4, so you're better off going with good old controversial fracking. Yeah, great fun. But we used up all of our packs at the moment, so we've got to go over there and talk to the pirates, which means I've got to get over there without being intercepted. There are going to be patrols around here. Imperial patrols. And then off. Go have a chat with them. If I had a Marines to go in there and do it, very nice. The comm signal struggles to establish through the ill-maintained local network. It takes seconds for the patchy decryption artifacts to spasmodically resolve into the face of the pirate you're instructed to contact. You perform a greeting. The pirate smiles without warmth. You're here for the Academy's lost child. We should both be pleased to see the list of each other, of one another. Yeah. She rolls her eyes. It's the questions. So many questions. Oh yeah, they were from the Academy, of course they are. The pirate claps her hands and looks at you with all the eagerness of a lamprey. Hey. You have my money, yes? 96,000 credits to my comms ID. A bit higher than what we were Yeah, the higher amount. It's like that wasn't it. Negotiate a lower amount. Yeah, that's fine. You laugh as though the pirate had told a hilarious joke. She looks confused at first, and then growls anger, glowing anger and disgust at being left out of some joke. Wiping away a tear, you compliment the audacity of raising the price so blatantly, and observe that you would expect no less from ruthless space scum of her caliber. Or, particularly when dealing with shiny, clean academics who would get lost on the way to the head toilet if they didn't have their datapad to lead them. We, of course, are different animals, you explain, as you smile ruthlessly back at the pirate, because I have a fleet that could blow your station to pieces. She quickly comes around to the idea that you're an up-and-coming face, someone willing to do what it takes. If they want to stay relevant, they're going to have to foster a good working relationship with you. My God. Wouldn't want to end up spaced out of several different airlocks, right? We're quite close to the sun, you wouldn't last long. The first step towards this brighter future is, naturally, reducing the proposed ransom to something more reasonable, like 8,900. It's important that money exchanges hands to signal mutual respect, but to ask too much would be a poor investment in our future as business partners, you explain. My God! How low do you want to go? Good grief, man. You order the smaller payment of that much. The coward pirate, who can barely tear her eyes from her cracked datapad until the incoming credits can be confirmed. The logistics officer reports a pickup ping from a seemingly abandoned loading bay. You fear the worst as you dispatch a small shuttle to make the pickup, but you do indeed find a very unhappy academician of the academy sealed in a crate with a small life support unit. Given food, rest, and a shower, they'll be fine. The pirate speaks, relieved to see you've confirmed that the kidnapped academy is alive. Captain, you turn your back and snap the comms off with a flick. Thank you, I got what I wanted, now be gone. Wow, ruthless! But then it's a pirate. I shoot them for fun. At this point, I go over here, turn my comms on, turn my transponder on as I'm leaving, and suddenly see what they actually dealt with. It's like, ah. Let's go and deal with this. Then, go and deal with something better. The only problem with doing these baseline quests is there's so much reading to do. It's like, show targets, shoot targets. Thank you. Happy. I is simple, man. I like shooting things. In games, obviously, I'm English. We don't shoot things here. clouds! Get out my way! I'm trying to make the delivery. There's no point speeding up, I only have to slow back down again. Oh. As if they'd heard me. They're all dying down in front of me. Oh, thank you very much. Isn't that so kind of you, you little snotling? Sorry, not today, thank you. You can emergency burn straight through a storm, friend. But as I was saying, not today, thank you. Oh, and here you go, you've just lost your signal. Sucks to be you, giant hegemony fight. Little twangs. It's like, oh, I'm gonna chase you. It's like, okay. Bye. Not interested. Not today, thank you. Right. Comms directory. Sebastian! I have your ransomed person here. And I made a whole load of money on this thing as well. Ma. Cost me a story point. Never mind. Open comms to Academia Sebastian. Oh, Captain. The Orbital Architecture Department wants me to give you their thanks for returning Academian. Well, you won't remember the name. You never said the name. Didn't want the name. It's perfectly fine. They're all very pleased to get back to work on the project. Just say project. And everybody's fine. Looks nervously around, then clears his throat. Trust me, they're very pleased. And it's due to you. Good job. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Goodbye. I want to go and do a proper mission now. Thank you. Hello, forward operating base. Yes, I require some fuel. But first, transverse jump. Like hell, I'm going to reach all the way over there without getting intercepted by some patrol fleet. Very annoying. Horrible little patrol fleets. Is this the right system? That's the right system. Turn the transponder on. Oh, repair my ships for whatever reason, and hello. Do you have some fuel? You have some fuel. Excellent. Thank you. Anything useful to pick up? No. No mod specs that are actually useful. Any ships? I don't know. Maybe some ships. 5. Intriguing. There's a busted up hail destroyer. Could be interesting. Let's have a look. Character, do I? No, I haven't leveled up yet. I'd have to level up, then I can do that. But one battle should do it? Well, probably not. But having a busted, mangled up destroyer won't make much of a difference. That's a good option. Reasonable sized destroyer. It's basically just like a bigger vapor. could buy the non-busted one, but then why would I? One of these wouldn't be good. Would be nice as well. Third cruiser. That's a carrier, but all it does is add 2 flight bays. It doesn't really do an awful lot. And this had 2 fighter bays anyway, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't have a fighter bay, do you? No. I've got 10 fighter bays in the entire fleet. Can't get rid of those 2. It's really annoying. Even if you don't fill them, it still counts for character skills. Or in this case, fleet skills, and it's a pain in the what's-it. But we've got plenty of Wanzers. When we fully deploy, there's a lot of them. Maybe another destroyer. 6 destroyers, 3 cruisers, and then a battle cruiser. That should be good. We got these 2. I think one of these is rejigged, isn't it? Yeah, this one. I have to remember when he levels up to try and give him a Lieutenant Richard McCain. Oh, well, not slightly related to a crisp manufacturer, are you? Never mind. Yes, gotta give him energy weapons specialist. At the ranges that this guy engages at, yeah, tons of extra damage. But I'll eventually get to one of those. But I'm actually going to go for the busted up destroyer. What do you got? Degraded engines, degraded shields, and unreliable subsystems. Sounds tasty. Come on in. Nice and cheap. I don't have to worry about crew either. Right, let's drop you down there. You don't have a commander. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build this one up and then we'll go looking for a mission because we are still waiting on this planet to build up those shipping disruptions of transplutonics. Yeah, of course. This will be fine when I'm making it in this system. It won't be able to get intercepted because it's in system, but till then it's an annoyance. And they grow up so damn slowly. We've long finished everything and anything to do by the time they actually start growing up. Of course, once you get to a sort of this kind of stage, you're not throwing money at them, so it's like, But, as I said, it's time to build a mangled up destroyer. Right, here we are. I have slapped one of my officers in here because I realised I've actually fully assigned all officers. So all my officers are now in destroyers or higher, which is nice. I still count those as destroyers, even though strictly speaking they're frigates. They're special cases. This is a standard attack type build. It's got anti-shields, it's got anti-armor. Actually, this is anti-hull. And then it's got a nice block of missiles. It has point defense in the form of anti... Oh, it's got point defense missiles. There you go. It'll do. Eventually it'll get repaired up, but for the time being it is usable. Just. So what we're going to do now is we've refueled. We need to quickly nip back to here and get a mission, because, but not just not just getting a mission though. There's something else I wish to add to the fleet. That is to permanently add the big gun. Big ship, or the giant stick. That's pretty much what it is, a giant stick. Oh, brakes. Oh. Yeah, I don't trust that. Let me see now. How are we going to get through this mess? Go up and over the top. Should have gone slow, mate. Should have gone slow. Right, well, we reached here. It's time to pick up a job. He says right near the end of the mission. Right near the end of the episode, as I never mind. Got all these officers that I can't have, and an administrator, which I don't need. Hello! Have I asked for a promotion? Ah! Broken? Or did I already get max rank? Hold on. Never mind. Let's pick up a job. Really? You want to sell me another Maelstrom? No. I already have one. Thank you. You sold me one before. I don't need another one. You're not really supposed to have more than one capital ship in a fleet. Well, at least a player fleet. Otherwise you start getting horrible, horrible problems. What have you got? Oh, we might have a little bit of a slipstream niceness going on here. Okay. 3 cruisers. Carrier, that. Some small stuff. Sure, I can take 3 cruisers. As long as I bring my battle cruiser. Very well, I will take that on. Thank you very much. Just need to check something. Insurance. Can't insure that yet because it's already... it's mangled up to all hell. Wait till it's fixed. What do you want? No, don't care. You're not even on that ship anymore. Disregard. So, for a start, we're heading over there. But first, we'll need to grab some supplies. I need to sell this to the military. I'm going to go for about 300. So there we go. I need more fuel in a minute. Fleet. Storage. Take. You. Yes, I do have that one in there. Maybe I will add it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It's an extra destroyer. Of course, we're under strength with crew. I need to transfer into here. Finish. That. I need to select someone to go into that one. At the rate we're going, I'm actually going to be doing this mission next time, aren't I? I just looked at the time. We've got 4 minutes. This is why I don't like doing academy missions, because I end up talking for so goddamn long. Just reading text. Right, let's get the fleet sorted, and then first thing we head out and we get to try this out with its new setup. I get to actually show off the new setup, by the way. Right, who goes in here? Target analysis, ballistic mastery, missile specialization. This ship doesn't really have that much in the way of missiles. Oh, it's got banished torpedoes, isn't it? I forgot about the banished. Oh yeah, banished torpedoes there on the wings. Those are in. Okay, well that's slightly more than this has. This has just got micro missiles and that's it. Got more ballistics. Oh. Sort of. Yeah, you get an upgrade. Madam, where are you? Right at the bottom, because you're a most recent addition. You get that ship. Who gets this one? You two are staying put. Damage control and impact mitigation. See, this is where I wish I had more officers. I don't really need combat endurance, so I think even though he's just being put in charge of this, he can go up again. If it transferred again, don't worry about it. It's perfectly normal. Right. How much crew do I need? Not much, actually. $86. And let's take another. Actually, going to take 100 because if you start losing ships and stuff, it starts getting expensive crew-wise. That. Fuel. Right. We are. Oh, I can sell that at a lower price. No, I'm not bothering. Got plenty of space in my cargo holds at the moment. He says, then cursing when he can't fit yet more loot in there after the mission. So, I said I'd show off what I'd done to this. Basically converted it into a brawler type. Slightly modified from the auto fit, due to the fact I kept a load of the old stuff I had in here because I like them. I can actually improve it even more by S-modding in the dampened mounts. It will cost me an additional 7 points to deploy it, but for every mount on this vessel that is mounting a Diable avionics weapon, which is all of them, I will gain 2, 4, or 6 extra points. 2 for smalls, 4 for mediums, and 6 for large, which means you suddenly get an absolute ton of extra points to spend wherever the hell you like. Because, yeah, it just reduces the cost of mounting them. So yeah, it makes it even more expensive to deploy in battles, because instead of 40, it'll be 47? 47, yeah. I already benefit from the increased ranges, but by S-modding it, I gain extra. But it does come with a caveat that it costs you more to deploy the ship due to specialised modifications. Complex modifications, obviously. You don't get something for nothing. You get loads of extra points that you can spend on your ship, yes, but it'll cost you somewhere else. These are, yes, the basic ones. There's 3 per wave, so I'm deploying 6 of these that'll just shoot down stuff, get in close combat, and use their swords on enemies. This is supposed to get up close and personal. Now these 2, the assault revolver cannons, should be point defense. But I'm thinking, we've got plenty of coverage. I don't really need lots. Maybe I'll swap them out. The point defense like it's supposed to, but I wanted a little bit more anti-armor punch. Just in case 3 scatter cannons weren't enough. You have to be very careful with this to get the most out of these. You want to be basically riding your ship at about 75% flux to get 100% extra damage, so double damage out of them. So you can't set your capacitors too high, because you want to be able to reach that level, but you can't set them too low, because then you'll reach that point too quickly and you'll have no survivability. You also have to be careful with the vents. Yeah, I got stabilized shields, which means it doesn't cost me as much. Reduce the amount of soft flux raised shields generate per second by 50%. Okay, so it's just holding the shields up. Meh. If I put hardened shields in there, that'll mean I generate less flux per damage point. Yeah, you can really stack it in your favour, but then you sit there taking an absolute pounding from the enemy on your shields and your flux just barely increases. And it's just like, I'm trying to get the 75% here, friends. I wish to fire the guns with some more oomph behind them. We will see how this goes. It could be an interesting build, it could be garbage. I don't know. But I do love the idea of shoving energy shotguns into someone's face and pulling the trigger. Will it cause catastrophic damage? No. This faction does seem to lack that ability to just blow stuff to bits. So, on that note, thank you for watching. Till next time, this is JC.